In our last video, we visited Ocean Falls, a place with a hauntingly beautiful past. Once a thriving pulp mill town known as the City of Rain, Ocean Falls was home to thousands who carved out a life on this rugged coast. The settlement sits at the head of Cousins Inlet, which was first charted in 1793 by Captain George Vancouver and Spelman Swain, explorers mapping the maze of British Columbia's central coast. As we follow their route today, we are in awe of how remote and wild this landscape still is. There's Todd and Melinda and Empress, 53 Celine, and towing his new fishing boat that he's brought up so he can do some serious fishing. Cousins Inlet gets pretty narrow in places, the rock walls rising high and draped in cedar, hemlock, and Sitka spruce. As it opens up, we can smell the salt from the open channel ahead. Time to leave the quiet fjord behind and head towards Fisher Channel. Fisher Channel is one of the major routes along the Central Coast, a long, deep corridor connecting many of the inside passage routes used by both indigenous travelers and later mariners. George Vancouver named it after his friend, the Reverend John Fisher. These waters are often mirror calm, bordered by towering slopes that vanish into low clouds or sudden rain squalls. You can imagine how this vast network of channels and islands served as the original highways for the Heiltsuk Nation for thousands of years before European ships ever appeared. Now we're threading our way between Cunningham Island to port and Denny Island to starboard. Cunningham Island was named around 1866 for Thomas Cunningham, one of BC's early settlers. Both islands are thickly forested and lined with rocky shoals. Home to otters and seabirds. The waters here are deeper and narrower, a reminder of how glacial ice once carved this landscape in slow grinding motion over a millennia. Ahead lies Gunboat Passage, a name that hints at history. This narrow passage was named after two Royal Navy gunboats, the HMS Forward and the HMS Grappler. These boats patrolled these waters in the 1860s. The passage can be tricky at times with swirling currents and reefs hidden below. Mariners once relied on tide tables and sharp eyes to make it through. Okay, I'm at the helm, relieving the captain so he can take a bit of a break. And we left Ocean Falls about 8:30. We're heading to Shearwater, and we're going to be going through a really narrow passage called Gunboat Passage soon. So I have all the cameras up to see this because I guess it's fairly narrow. Beautiful day today. It rained quite a bit last night. Yesterday was okay. It was overcast with periods of rain. So we were able to get out and do stuff, walk the dogs. Ocean Falls is really cool. It's an abandoned town. So the guys walked through the abandoned buildings and we went up to the dam, just checked things out. Pretty interesting place. Now we're headed to Shearwater. I guess Shearwater has a store, and we don't really need to provision. We've been doing really good on food, but you know, we'll check it out just to see what's there. Here is the view today. Much nicer weather day. And beautiful scenery. We just saw a pod of dolphins swimming along the shoreline. That was kind of fun. Been keeping a lookout for bears. Hopefully we'll see little black bears on the shoreline. But so far, no black bears. Seen seals, eagles, dolphins, whales. Lots of birds, different birds. Oh, and we saw a pine marten yesterday. We mistook it for a marmot, but we talked to a local who said the pine martens, there's a few of them in Ocean Falls, and I guess they killed off all the marmots, but dogs went crazy when they saw it. It looked like a weasel to me, or a big long skinny rat, but I guess they're ferocious, kind of vicious creatures. So he said keep your dogs away. Well, we're here at a really narrow part of the channel, and I'm out on the bow to see if I see anything below, but it actually looks pretty deep, not too bad. Perhaps it gets worse where that red buoy is. It's beautiful here. And with the sun out, even though it's in the low 50s, it's not too bad. This is just pretty. As Gunboat Passage opens up again, the community of Shearwater appears ahead on Denny Island. During World War II, this was a Royal Canadian Air Force seaplane base. Later, it turned into a full-service marine hub. Today, it's the beating heart of the Central Coast for boaters and fishermen alike, complete with fuel, docks, a marina, and a small but welcoming community. The land here belongs to the traditional territory of the Heiltsuk Nation, whose deep connection to these waters goes back thousands of years. From the misty headwaters of Cousins Inlet to the open waters of Fisher Channel and the tight turns of Gunboat Passage, this route is more than a journey. It's a living timeline. Glaciers carved it, people have traveled it for millennia, and today we pass through in their wake. Welcome to Shearwater, gateway to the Great Bear Rainforest and one of the most breathtaking stretches of water on the Pacific coast. After getting docked, we head up to the hotel to settle up for the night's moorage. The grounds here are spacious and feature a fishing resort with fire pit in addition to the hotel. Grassy areas surround an impressive large dead tree covered with crows and ravens, and a memorial warrior totem pole nearby. The store was once an airplane hangar and has a beautiful mural which depicts the area's history and pays tribute to the many people who have been significant to the region, including 4 Heiltsuk chiefs. We couldn't help but take a picture of this child's charming school report about the history of Shearwater.
Here we are checking out the Shearwater Resort and Marina. There is a small sawmill and there is supposed to be an old bomb shelter installed by the Royal Canadian Air Force back when this was an Air Force base for seaplanes during World War II. We're off to find it.
What's in all these white bags? Is this supposed to be like a belt?
Yeah.
Conveyor belt?
There we go on this thing.
Well, look at all the lumber stacked up there.
Maybe this is it. There's a road going up. I think we're on to something there.
Where's the sign? Holy cow. What? Okay. Hi.
Well, there it is. Okay. You
want to go in there, honey?
Sure.
I'm not going in there here. It's on.
Basically a concrete pipe.
I don't care. Not going in there. Surprised there's not a bear in there. We're happy to wait out here in the forest.
It kind of sucked to hang out in here as well.
Holy cow. Oh, yeah.
The government said, you know what? If we build this, this could save lives.
Remarkably preserved. They just took a big old concrete pipe and buried it.
Yeah. I take my chances outside where I can see a bomb coming and run from it.
One thing, though, it hasn't leaked. The good news is, now they have a hard time finding it. It like blends in.
Yeah. Yeah.
The next morning, we say goodbye to Shearwater and make our way to Rescue Bay off Susan Island. What is this passage called, honey? Well, there's all the little sea otters. They've popped up way over there. Frolicking, yeah. I don't think they like the boat noise. That's a cool little island. Rescue Bay is a conservancy located in the central coast of British Columbia and is a notable boat haven with good anchorage. It was established in 2007 and protects a small bay, narrow passage, and forested shoreline. It is adjacent to the Jackson Narrows Marine Park. Once we get anchored, we set out to head ashore.
Oh, you got a spike in the ground. I see that now, okay.
Will it hold? You want to go up this way?
Yeah.
Hold up, Rue. You're a little billy goat, even with 3 legs. What is that? Woodpecker?
Yeah.
Hold on, Rue. I'm doing pretty good for a 3-legged dog.
Sandstone. Seagulls crying as that.
Come here. There's a few woodpeckers here.
Or that might just be them calling.
Yeah, sounds like a almost like a pigeon call, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or a pheasant.
I wonder if it's baby.
Oh, it's flying. They're flying out on the other side up there. You can see them through the trees.
Eagles, oh yeah. That's what I mean.
That's what they are. I was talking to each other.
here's a little stream.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Oh my God.
What is that? What kind of...
He's making a noise.
Yeah, what is it? Piper is very perturbed. She's like, I really need to go. Hopefully it's not like a Jurassic Park bird. Well, you know what I'm saying. I've never seen a bird like that before. Is it a pheasant?
No.
Is it like a wild quail or?
No, I did. Sorry, dude.
They got quite the noise making call.
What do you think of that, Pearl? What do you think of that? Come on.
She's not running away. She's like, I'm staying close to my dad. I don't know about this.
He's making a bunch of racket. He's making a bunch of racket. They're screaming each other.
It's got like a little red head.
Mm-hmm. I think that's why it's mating. It's kind of in its colors.
It's slowly walking over.
Yeah.
We later learned that those strange calls were coming from Sandhill Cranes. These large birds can stand up to 4 feet tall with a wingspan of 6 feet. Pretty amazing to see them out here in the wild. That's it for this episode, but stick around. Next time we're headed deep into bear country.